Hello friend, welcome back to Toyota Maintenance. Welcome back to my shop. Here you are looking with me on 2004 Toyota Corolla LE. I'm servicing this one for a while. It's a back coming or returning customer, right? And today it's here for engine oil change, but also for the automatic transmission maintenance. All of you know that I'm on the mission to educate the Toyota owners about their maintenance, right? The existence of this YouTube channel, it's the proof. But I have to also remember to educate my clients, right? My customers. So from very beginning, I pulled the dipstick, right? There is a dipstick on this transmission, and I said, hey, the fluid is dirty. It should be flushed. It should be completely flushed out because you are going to keep this vehicle in the future. In this case, the owner postponed that from the financial reasons, right? They agreed, but from financial reasons, they said, hey, I can't afford it right now. We did other stuff, so this was put on the back burner. But the day it came, and the owner said, hey, I can't afford the whole flush. I will just do drain and refill. So that's their situation. I fully respect that. So let's go look together how bad is that fluid and how much we will get out. I believe the owner's manual in the glove box says 3.3 quarts of type 4, right? It's a Toyota Type 4. Here you can see engine oil pan and its drain plug, and here you can see automatic transmission pan and its drain plug. It's also 14, like this one is 14. So let's go get it out, catch it in the clean catching pan and see the condition of the fluid. And of course I'm not judging anybody for not flushing it completely, right? Everybody in their lives, they are in some situation. You have a kid in the college, a lot of payments, like that cost them arm and leg, I can imagine. So we will just do it regarding their means, right? That's all we can do. So here comes the plug. And you will judge with me, right? You will experience if that was needed, how much we will catch, and so on. So here we go, my friend. Let's get it going. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's dirty. The dipstick was showing it to me perfectly, right? You will see. This was really needed. And while it's draining, let's look on the dipstick, right? Which I pulled out. So this is from those times when Toyota was telling you, hey, look at this, what is written here? I'm pretty sure you can see it. I will read it for you. No need to replace ATF under normal driving condition. See owner's manual when replacing, right? No need. Just run it to the ground and then we will throw it away and sell you another one for, I don't know, $5,000–7,000. You don't have to remember which fluid. On the other contrary, right, they did something good. On the dipstick, you don't have to remember. There's clearly visible, it's written in it, that it's taking Toyota's Type 4 fluid. I'm not sure if you can read it, I hope you can. I'm trying my best, right? So this is the dipstick. It has a cold range and hot range. You also know I'm constantly telling you the most precise measurement, it's by the hot, not at the cold. So please do yourself a favor when you do these services. Put a rough amount which you took out, right? And then when it's really hot, the engine's hot, transmission's hot, start measuring it on this hot range. So let's go back to our fluid. It's still dripping after approximately 4 minutes, right? So I will let it go for another 5 and I will show you if it's still dripping. We will close it evaluate and measure that fluid and fill it back. Also, let me show you the drain plug which came out with the crusher washer, right? So it's wise to replace those, right? Put a new one when you are putting this drain plug back. It is still dripping after even 10 minutes, and this will keep dripping half day, right? So that shouldn't stop you from putting it back. So I will put it back. New crusher washer, and torque is 20 Newton meters. Will everything wiped off perfectly clean, and finally we can examine that fluid and measure how much came out. And those who know how Toyota ATF Type 4 looks like, all of you immediately know this is bad, right? This is burned, this is dark, this fluid is no good, and obviously should have been flushed. But it's okay, we discussed that. I still feel it's better to do at least that drain and refill than to do nothing. And we discussed that this vehicle has still the dipstick, right? It's not a sealed transmission, so we don't have to measure it. But here you can see, right, the fluid is flowing down, so it was pretty bad as you saw it. But I always like to measure it for myself and see the difference from the operating manual. Right now I will say they were pretty good, spot on, because they told us in the quarts, right, approximately 3.3. The manual even says, hey, this is just a rough estimate what you will get out, and look at this, it's a 3.5 regarding to this scan, so pretty cool. I know I can pour 3.5 because the level was good previously, and I will start test driving it, right, and measuring it when it's hot, and if I need to add some I will. Corolla is back on the ground, so how do we put that fluid back? This is actually that ATF Type 4 from the Toyota. I will highly recommend you not to put any aftermarket and stick with that, right? And here is that dipstick tube. That's where the dipstick was previously, right? It was inside. I pulled it out before the video, but for the sake of someone who never saw it before, this is what you see when you open that engine hood, right? So you pull the dipstick out. I had it out so it drains faster, right? There's no vacuum because this is sealing, right, nicely. So to drain more and faster, I had it open, and now we need to put back that 3.5 quarts. I always use these super long funnels, right? You can see here, even the make, I think this is from Walmart, and this one has the most narrow ending, which perfectly fits down there, right? Now I'm ready, and I will try to show you also how bright that fluid is. Most of you know, but for the newbies, right? So here comes the Type 4, and observe the color of the fluid, right? You need to pour it slowly because you don't want to have a leaks where the funnel goes in the dipstick tube. So don't rush this, but look at the color, right? How bright and transparent that fluid is. So once again, don't rush it, otherwise you will end up with a leak right down there, and the cleaning will take you longer than doing it nice and slow. And I better don't get distracted by filming this for you and will forget that I still have to pour that engine oil, right? That will be a catastrophe. Anyway, it's opposite here. If you own this Toyota funnel, right, which has that seal, you can do the opposite. Look at it. Boom, you just put it there because it will not leak. It's screwed on, right? And that works the other way, super fast. I have everything nicely finished and back into place, right? Dipsticks right there, no spills as you can see. Engine oil filler, engine oil dipstick, everything's ready for warming up, right, for the test drive. And only after I will have it at the operating temperature, I'll be parking it on the leveled ground, right? Must be on the level ground. Put it in the parking, pull the parking brake, removing the dipstick, wiping it dry and clean and putting it inside and watching that range for the hot transmission fluid. That's a last step, and only if it's between these two marks you are good to go. I really hope you find this video helpful and make sure you are subscribed. I have way more coming your way soon. Thanks for watching and have a great day, my friend.